Another look around the aircraft museum at Doncaster, and this is the cockpit of the Vulcan. That was superbly restored by the guys at the Vulcan to the Sky Trust. They've done an absolutely spectacular job of it externally. Hopefully the interior will get sorted one day. We'll get to have a look at it and I'll show you on the channel. And down here we've got a lot of cockpit sections. This one's from a Hawker Siddeley P1127, forerunner of the Harrier. And now for several Canberra cockpits. PR7, T19, T17, T4 and another PR7 at the end of it. All lovingly restored, or being lovingly restored. And at the end, a Enstrom Shark helicopter and the wingtip tank from a Canberra. And just around the corner here, one of my favourite aeroplanes, the good old paraffin budgie, the Jet Provost. Superb aeroplane. Spent many hundreds of hours working on them, freezing on an airfield. Good old Land Rover Defender, long wheelbase, tail from a JP, Jet Trenton based one. American deuce and a half truck. So one big bit of kit that is. Don't like that on my foot. That would hurt. And here we have a rather unusual little light aeroplane called the Ercoup. Claim to fame. There's two claims to fame. One, it hasn't got rudder pedals, even though it has rudders. The rudders are activated with the ailerons. And the other one is the first type ever to be take off with rocket assisted takeoff bottles. Do a search on YouTube. Spectacular footage. This is a rather gutted out cockpit section of a Gazelle, British Army helicopter. One of them Rapids, you can't see it very well, but is a Austin Mark 9. Think over there, you can zoom in on that. It looks like the cockpit of a Wessex. Not 100% sure on that though. Zoom back out again. We've got another cockpit section. Or a couple actually. Both Ulsters. I think that's another Mark 9. I think it's an Ulster anyway. Looks like it could be. Possibly another Mark 9. Just pop back around the front to show you this Harrier GR3. This was brought here through planning by my good friend, the late Steve Haig. Used to be chairman of the British Aviation Preservation Council. And absolutely sound bloke and hysterically funny. One of the funniest guys I've ever met. This is a memorial to that guy. And of course to all the people who worked and flew on them. Superb aircraft. I promised in an earlier video look at some of the smaller exhibits. This is a propeller hub and undercarriage leg from a Junkers 88 bomber. It's been recovered from the Solent. And I think it's a BK-108 cannon. These things quite a hefty punch. 3-4 rounds from these could take down a bomber. That's one hell of a punch. Parts of a V1 missile. V2, put my brain in gear. V2 missile. The V1's of course a flying bomb. Not sure where that recovered from, to be honest. But that's part of the display thing. Engine from a Heinkel one on, a Junkers Umo engine, my Heinkel bomber, propeller blade from an aeroplane that was shot down, I'm not sure, off from a Donia 17, part of the engine from a Stuka, a Ju-87, so it's the engine. I think the engine from that thing would be a lot bigger than that. Some prop blades and other bits from Recology. A reflection from the cabinet. rudder mass balance from a Heinkel 111. Bits and bats. 2 shot down aircraft. That's pilot's armour plate from a PF109. Or ME109, call it whichever you will. And back outside again, and back to the Buccaneer cockpit, Toyota Squadron Buccaneer. Superb. I used to be in Toyota Squadron Air Training Corps, so bit of a connection there with that one, however tenuous. And up here, the remains of a Scout helicopter, which one day will get restored. And this is a Lynx helicopter from HMS Endurance. A lot flying around the South Atlantic. This thing, it really is in nice condition. And it's a fine acquisition for a museum. For the Helicopter Preservation Society, you know. West Yorkshire Helicopter Preservation Group, I think it's called. This is a cockpit section from the Nimrod R1 that crashed in the sea off Kinloss, I believe it was. XW666, which was named by the crew as the Beast, of course. This cockpit, well, fuselage section of a Jetstream. The cockpit section of a Varsity, which was in the hangar for quite a while. Here we are in Building 21. It's a World War One, I believe. World War One or World Two? No, it's World War Two uniform. There's some artefacts that were found on the site during digging. The site was a rubbish dump in the Victorian era, apparently. It's a collection of World War One aircraft, model kits. Really nicely built. Lovely kit bashers there. Some of the wall displays. All like old paperwork from wartime era. And of course, you can never escape the taxman. This is the remains of a Blackburn B2, one of only 2 left in existence. The other one, of course, is airworthy. This will be left as is, as this was stuck up a tree outside a scrapyard for many years. It's been decided to leave it as it is rather than restore it and lose its originality. This is a reproduction of a Blériot monoplane, one of the types that were flown here in Doncaster for Britain's first ever aviation meet. This is a Flying Flea, or non-country of origin in France, the Poix de Seal. They reckoned anybody with half an ounce of engineering skill and enough money, which didn't take a lot either, could build and fly these. But then they found out the handling wasn't exactly brilliant and you could easily get dead flying them, so they were banned from flying. And I'll leave this video with a look at this. It's one of the engines from a P-38 Lightning that crashed at Goxhill. Model of a P-38 Lightning, and some of the parts from it, including a couple of the guns, the pilot's armour plating, headrest, and the shattered remains of the other engine. To do that to a cast iron block, that will have had one hell of an impact. This is kept here as a memorial to the pilot who sadly lost his life in the crash. There's some information on it. Just leave it there for you to read it. There you go. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and as usual, if you like it, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you like.